Hey, it's Mike, and welcome to the morning market update. It is now 5:35, and the indexes are positive across the board, but not really great positive, news. So you have the S&P 500 was down 0.5%, up about almost 0.2%. You have the Nasdaq, which was down 1.69%, finished at the lows of the day. It's up only about 0.25%. And then finally, you have the Russell 2000, which was down over 2%, down 2.31%, finished at the lows of the day as well. It's only up of a third of a percent. So I'm not really, positive about all the green that I'm seeing right now. I do think we're going to go lower today, just because typically when you finish at the lows of the day, especially when you have these big dips right at the end of the day, you get continued selling the next day. So we still have further to go. Unfortunately, this is kind of why I've been talking about commodities and dividend-paying stocks, because they'll provide you with a little protection. If you check my stock of the day video, you'll see one stock that I like. That I think that'll perform better in the face of this kind of selling that we're getting here. Go ahead and look at the commodities. In particular, I want to look at oil. Oil was up 5.28% yesterday. It's down 1.33% right now, but it kind of makes sense. We had this big up day, but oil was down because you had a giant tanker that completely blocked the Suez Canal. This tanker is the length of the Empire State Building, and it completely blocked the Suez Canal. And the Suez Canal is probably the second most important shipping canal in the world, next to the Panama Canal. So nothing can get through, and this is obviously the area that's in. It's where a lot of oil is moved. So this is why I always talk about investing in oil and energy during February, March, April, May. So you get a lot of movement, and you get geopolitical tensions, and then you have unpredictable stuff like this happen. So that's why oil is a good place to be, oil and energy. And then you go ahead and look at gold. Gold was up a little bit yesterday. It's kind of flat right now, but I anticipate if we get more selling in the markets, we may see gold become a flight to safety. But the three safe havens right now are going to be gold, oil, and then dividend-paying stocks. I think I talked about a couple of days ago, Home Depot. That was, in the face of the market being down yesterday, it was up almost 1%, and it's up again in the pre-market. And the stock of the day, you might want to check out that video. That's going to come out at 6:30. AutoZone was up 2.26% in a day when everything was down across the board, and it may continue to go higher today if we see some continued selling just as a safe haven. So, like I said, just check out, solid stocks that, make good amounts of money, strong brands. Try to avoid the speculative stocks right now, because they're gonna get sold. They're gonna continue to get selling, and then also just look at commodities, gold, silver. You may want to check out the gold miners if you want to get into a stock. Even though Barrick Gold is down, I anticipate that it might hold up better than the other stocks out there. And then, of course, energy. You have EOG Resources is my favorite energy play right now. It was up over 4% yesterday, and it's up again today. This stock has been a stellar performer since February. I covered it, I think, in mid-February, but I think it's been in a little bit of a range, but I think it can break out and continue to go higher over the next couple of months, at least until the end of May. So go check it out. Sorry, it's bad news that I think the markets are not going to do well, but I think as we're this is kind of the last week of March, and I think we'll probably get through this by the end of the month, and by then I think we'll get a lot of the selling out of the way, and we can then move broadly higher during the month of April. That's kind of what I'm anticipating right now. So I'll have more updates posted throughout the day. Probably the next post will come about a couple of hours after this video comes up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like the video and go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. I do multiple daily updates on stocks, stock trading strategies, and market updates. Thanks a lot. Bye.